Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's that time again. Run yourself a quick drink, pour yourself a hot bath, and step into something decidedly less comfortable. It's time for another Ask Uncle Ben. We've had several questions, so let's get straight to them, shall we? Now this question's a response to my previous post where I did a song about the Phantom of the Opera, struggling on a maths exam. Dear Uncle Ben, I write to you officially as the legal representative of the least talented songwriter in Europe, apart from the ones who wrote the songs for the last Eurovision Song Contest. My client, Android Lord Webbing, has instructed me to sue you for 26p for infringement of his copyright and for making him seem like he didn't understand maths properly, when in fact he was in the A set at school. Yours sincerely, J.C. Beaglehole, QC. Well, first of all, Mr. Beaglehole, there is no shame in not understanding maths, no shame at all, so I don't know what you're complaining about there. Plus, if Andrew Lloyd Lord Webbing is going to sue me for that, then I'm going to sue him for inflicting such terrible music on the world. Except Jesus Christ Superstar. I quite like that one. And there's two songs in Sunset Boulevard, which are quite good. But apart from those, it's all awful. And also, Andrew Lloyd Webber, you are a hideous, privileged, poor-hating goblin. So cock off. Here's a little message for you, actually. Hope you enjoy. Andrew, I'd be overjoyed to see you there in court, on trial for your musicals and all the misery they've brought. Phantom of the Opera and Love Never Dies. If it's all the same, I'd rather stick pitchforks in my eyes. So for the love of Christ, yes, that superstar Christ, prove to me that you're no fool. Please write no more musicals. If you do that for me, you can continue to breathe. Thank you, Andrew Lloyd Webber. I really can't believe the hits you've had around here. Your shows won't go away, they just don't disappear. They're utter bollocks, you sleazy saccharine twat. I hope you end up mauled to death by a bunch of dancing cats. So for the love of Christ, yes, that superstar Christ, please no more from out that brain. You can keep your singing trains. I hope that you choke on a Technicolor Dreamcoat. Cock off, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Hey, are you hearing me, Webber? Mr. Wonderful Webber. You're a joke, you're not a lord. I will never once applaud, so kindly cock off. We've all had more than enough. Goodbye, you crazy troll. Goodbye, you crazy troll. Don't cry for Andrew Lloyd Webber. Good night. There we are. If he wasn't going to sue me before, he certainly is going to now. Right, moving on. Dear Uncle Ben, how exciting do you find the recent progress in quantum computing based on new information regarding hummingbird metabolism? And if not, how many? Yours sincerely, Self-Replicating Unit 3.7. Well, Self-Replicating Unit 3.7, I find it reasonably exciting, but not half as exciting as I find the racist hummingbird that I found in my crawl space. He is hilarious. In an ironic sort of way, of course. Right, moving on. Dear Uncle Ben, why is feminism still seen as some sort of weird fascist cult by many people? Yours sincerely, someone who's being serious for once. Well, very good question. I think, as with most of these things, it's either ignorance, prejudice, or fear, all of which are inextricably linked, of course. I think some people really don't know how much sexism and inequality there still is today. And if you tell them, well, there are some of those people who will be appalled and will want to do something about it, some of those people won't believe you, and some simply won't care. Then there are those who are aware of it and like it that way, and those people should of course be chopped up into tiny pieces and fed to a racist hummingbird. Some people are taught that women aren't as good or as deserving as men. I think these things have to be taught because they're not natural feelings, are they? Some might think it because they're scared of women. Although it's all thoroughly ridiculous, if you ask me. How any one person or any group of people can believe they are somehow better than anyone else astounds me. I just do not get it. I think any prejudice and inequality, etc., has to be taught, because the natural response to things is to care about people, to want to help people, and simply to love people. No, that may sound soppy, but I just think that is the natural response to anything. Thinking someone is less important or less worthwhile, or more important or more worthwhile because of their skin colour or religious beliefs or nationality or gender or sexuality or class or any of that stuff is just completely unnatural in my opinion, and just fucking stupid. So there we are. Hope that answers your question. Next question. Dear Uncle Ben, why are heterosexual men so excited by female breasts? Yours sincerely, a heterosexual man who is excited by female breasts but can't figure out why. That makes sense. The magnificent mammary glands, the marvellous milk orbs, my lovely lady lumps. My lovely lady lumps. Not my cup of tea, of course, but then nothing is. I've always assumed that people like breasts because of happy memories of being breastfed. The feeling of being nurtured, comforted, feeling safe, and being loved. And of having your hunger satisfied. Maybe there's something in that as well. Or maybe it's because they're a bit like mini bouncy castles, and we all love a bouncy castle. Just remember to take your shoes off first, won't you? Right, moving on. Dear Uncle Ben, what is it? Yours sincerely, a question in search of an answer. Well, it is half of what you think it was, but double what you want it to be. Alright, next question. Dear Uncle Ben, as a result of your mockery, my mother, an egg, finally cracked. In his grief, my father Humpty jumped off a wall, and despite the best efforts of the admittedly ill-conceived rescue team, 50% horse, they couldn't put him together again. What will become of me? Yours sincerely, little orphan egg. P.S. I am an egg. Oh God. I don't know what to say. That's awful. I'm so sorry. God, obviously you've got a lot to take in at the moment. Your head must be really scrambled right now. Although not as much as your father's. Sorry. I am a bit confused though, because I've never seen a horse who couldn't put an egg back together. So what's going on there? Where did they get these horses from? I mean, as long as they were either the prince's horses, the princess's horses, or the queen's horses, then everything should have been fine. And your dad would have been put back together in no time at all. So I don't know what happened there. As for what you could do now, I don't know. Could you maybe be adopted by someone? Or if you have a sufficiently bad Cockney accent, then you could go and help look for the Space Walrus. Listen, whatever happens, little orphan egg, just remember, the sun'll come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow you'll boil alive. I mean, no, never mind, ignore that. Listen, good luck, alright, little orphan egg, and please let me know how you get on. Dear, I feel very guilty now, very guilty. Anyway, moving on. Dear Uncle Ben, why do I keep asking you questions posed by weird pseudonyms? Yours sincerely, I'll stop now. Well, I don't know why you do it, but I love it, so please don't stop. Yours sincerely, the entire cast of Hollyoaks and 6 semi-retired sausages. Okay, another question. From Alex. Hello again, Alex. Alex says, Dear Uncle Ben, someone in my workplace once stated that they'd probably shop at Waitrose, but 20 minutes is too far to walk. What first world problem have you personally suffered, and how did you overcome or come to terms with it? Well, I did once burn a cassoulet, but I don't really want to talk about that because I'm still in therapy for it. What else is that? Oh, another time I desperately wanted to pop over to Singapore for something in the private jet, but it was just too damn humid over there. I just had my hair done and it was most inconvenient. Anyway, I did manage to find what I wanted in Harrods in the end, but it wasn't quite the same, you know. Life is tough. Hang in there, everyone. Hang in there. We can do it. We can do it together. Just don't touch me. Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for today, and indeed for a little while to come as well, because yes, I'm afraid Uncle Ben is going to take a little break. So until we meet again, take immense amounts of care, won't you lovely listeners and cuddly little questioners. Thank you to everyone who's listened, and to everyone who has ever asked Uncle Ben. And now, my friends, it's time to go. So farewell from this silly show. Until the time we meet again, it's goodbye from your Uncle Ben. But I think there's just about time for a little bit more of Fraggle Rock. Do dance, clap and sing along at home, everybody. Bye bye now, bye bye. Day, music play. Fraggle Rock.
Work your ears away. Antiques for another day. Let the Fraggles play. We're
Come along, everybody. Stand up if you're not standing up already. Move about like a madman or mad woman.
Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Down at Fraggle Rock.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
It's all thoroughly splendid.